Welcome back to Bishnow Ballistics, where today we're putting the 6.5 Grendel under a microscope. We're going to see if BLC2 can outperform the crowd favorite CFE223. I'll be shooting the Hornady 123 grain SST bullet out of the Kopes Precision KP15, which you have already seen with the Arrow Lehar 30 suppressor on it. And then we're going to add in 2 factory loadings of the Barnes 115 grain VOR-TX bullet and the Hornady Custom 123 grain SST. Groups are at 100 yards, chrono data, and honest results. Let's find out which the Grendel really likes.
You may say, Will, what's your obsession with 6mm cartridges? And to that I would say, great question. First group, 29 grains BLC2. All right, so that was 29 BLC2, 3.3 standard deviation. Wild numbers. 29.1 grains of BLC2. We're gonna go to the right target, top right. Okay, not a bad little group. 5.4 standard deviation out of those. No, we will not be updating our software while we're here. All right, 29.9 grains of BLC2. Terrible group, 9.5 standard deviation, 24.15 in terms of average. I've never heard anybody say this about the Garmin yet, but one thing I run into when I am using this Garmin is if I press buttons too fast, it just shuts down and it literally restarts itself. And that might be an actual feature of the product, so I don't know. All right, 30 grains of BLC2. Definitely a group of rounds. 24, 21 and a half on those in terms of speed. Let's compare my hand loads to factory loads. I bought these 6.5 Grendel Barnes VOR-TX. We're gonna do a couple things out of them. All right, we're going to the target third from the top, on the top right target there, the 6.5 Creedmoor target. Good plug if you're not already loading your own ammo. That group right there is fine. Those are 2-inch squares, 2x2 squares at 100 yards. But check this out. Standard deviation, solid, 10.4. Average feet per second. This is a very normal 6.5 Grendel build. Average feet per second, 24.83. This is built at 25.9, almost exactly 100 feet per second different, 107-ish feet per second different. If you're just a regular person who's out there shooting this, it didn't perform the way that it says it would on the box. And I think that there ought to be, now I have seen a video how in the 7 backcountry, they were actually producing velocities on the box that were similar. They were telling them like, oh, if you shoot it out of a 22-inch barrel or 24-inch barrel versus an 18-inch barrel. And 7 backcountry was built for that. The next group of rounds, and then we'll pause on the 6.5 Grendel, is this Hornady Custom. I have shot a 10-shot group of these in the last video, but in their defense, those rounds had been chambered previously. So it's possible that that is what caused the issue. So we're gonna shoot them again here. I'll let you decide. Is that a fair take or isn't it? 8.5 standard deviation, 25.72 spread, 1,815.8 kinetic energy.
I think I'm pretty much done shooting the 6.5 Grendel today.
So that is a wrap on the 6.5 Grendel BLC2 versus CFE223 setup there. Let me know what your experience with these two powders has been in the past. Based on what I'm seeing here, the case fill ratio and performance is approximately the same. So you could pretty much interchange these powders and get essentially the same results. 29.2 grains seems to be the most effective for me. Make sure you're subscribed down below so you don't miss the next test. And until then, keep your groups tight, your chrono batteries charged, and we'll see you on the next episode of Bishnow Ballistics. Yeah!